Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Friday, the 5th of February, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, dynamic ballers win thriller in St. Kitts, and in our feature for this evening, Director of Sports Jamie Claxton updates on sporting activities. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive.
But the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. The West Indies had a few encouraging partnerships in the chase of 430 runs versus Bangladesh in their first innings of the ongoing first test match between the two teams. But the last 4 wickets went cheaply, and they succumbed at 259 all out. The West Indies team has 3 debutants in Kyle Mayers, Nkrumah Bonner and Shane Mosley. Summarized scores up to just after tea on day 3, Bangladesh 430 all out, Misra Higat 103, Shakib Al Hassan 68 and Islam 59. Warrican 4 for 133, Cornwall 2 for 114, Bonner, Gabriel and Roach got 1 wicket each. West Indies 259 all out, Craig Brathwaite 76, Blackwood 68, Da Silva 42, Mayers 40, Miraz got 4 for 58, Rahman, Islam and Hassan got 2 wickets each. Bangladesh leading by 171 runs. And news just coming to hand indicates that Bangladesh in their second turn at crease, they were 46 for 3. And Rakeem Cornwall would have picked up 2 for 28 out of that. So that's pretty good news if they can bowl them out cheaply in their second innings. Now to basketball. 2 more exciting games were played in the Under-20 Junior Basketball League on Thursday night at Basketball City in St. Kitts. In Game 1, Rams Fruita Falcons defeated defending champions Big Bird Rock Uprisers 110 to 102. Falcons were led in that game by the MVP Garfield Hodge, who had a career-high 40 points, 19 rebounds, and 3 steals. Jaquante Fraser chipped in with 8 points and 18 rebounds. For Bird Rock, Cecil Angel scored 32 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 9 steals, and 2 blocks. Louis Amparo had 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 steals, while Tivadi Herbert scored 25 points and 22 rebounds. Game 2 was even more exciting. It took double overtime for Dynamic Ballers of Nevis to defeat ASC Jayhawks 105 to 104. That must have been some game. Ballers were led by the game MVP Kinaj J. Huggins with his 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 steals. Also making significant contributions were Nicole and Liber, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Julian Emilian, 17 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Jayhawks were led by Aaron Wilkinson with 34 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Zendai Richards, 22 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And Trent James with 23 points, 17 rebounds, that is. So let me repeat that. Trent James, he got 23 points, 17 rebounds. The league continues on Saturday. That's tomorrow evening at 7:30 p.m. when Rams Fruita Falcons will take on ASC Jayhawks. And Game 1 will see hitters coming up against the defending champions. So, exciting basketball over at Basketball City in St. Kitts. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
It would have made my day if I could hear from you tonight. You know, Facebook and Twitter building up with such a hype. Don't forget your WhatsApp and your Instagram, so nice. Let's just socialize with Digicel and start time.
For years, We've been your favorite 4G mobile network. Now there's Digicel Play. Digital cable TV and broadband internet in Nevis, delivering the fastest and most reliable service to your home or business. So enjoy social media on your smartphone and now surf with our super fast broadband and watch the most popular TV channels in HD. The ultimate in mobile and home entertainment is finally here. Experience extraordinary. Digicel.
Well, I'm back, and tonight we feature this item in general sports. Director of Sports on Nevis on Thursday, 4th February, that's Jamia Claxton, gave an update on sporting activities within the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Let's give a listen to this. I'm with the Director of Sports, Jamia Claxton, and some very interesting developments have occurred over the last several days. Jamia, what's going on in terms of sporting activities and the hosting of sporting activities in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis?
Good day to all in the general public. As it relates to the immediate future of sporting activities in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, there have been ongoing discussion regarding how we'll go forward with sports operations, specifically as it relates to whether having fans or not at these events. The National COVID Task Force, along with various associations from across St. Kitts and Nevis, have been having meetings, and in the best interest of safety, the trend seems to be towards not having fans at sporting events for the immediate future.
In terms of the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association, I understand that there has also been a postponement. Talk to us about that.
In regards to the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association, the President Cup, which was scheduled for this past Wednesday, was postponed as the association have to submit some additional documents as to how it's going to go about doing the upcoming league games and so forth. So once those are submitted and the task force checks off on them, then we'll have a clear indication as to when football will commence.
Netball was supposed to be big and large at Brownhill this coming weekend. What do you say about those games?
So in relation to the netball this coming weekend, the Department of Sports, we have had some internal discussions over the last few days as it relates to all the information that's been circulated. In addition to that, we have consulted the relevant authorities here in Nevis, and based on their recommendation, we have taken the decision to postpone this weekend's games in the best interest of the safety of the general public, the players and all officials and all involved.
What about cricket? The Nevis Cricket Association is due to host a very exciting T10 tournament. What's the word on that one?
So, as I would have mentioned earlier, I would have initiated discussions with a number of associations in Nevis in relation to what is expected in the not too distant future. In addition to that, I would have shared some information with them as to what is possibly coming up from the health authorities, from the National COVID Task Force, so they can begin to prepare and wrap their mind around the possibility of executing their leagues without fans. There hasn't been an official release, but I've already indicated to the association this is what the expectations are likely to be.
So, is that really bad news for sporting activities on Nevis or what?
I would say it's somewhat bad news because, as we know, sports, fans are integral to the success of sports. Fans are integral to how athletes perform. Persons, anybody who have been involved in sports, will know that they prefer to perform in front of fans than in an empty stadium. However, having said that, we recognize that the safety of the general population is very important, and thus we will be guided by the health authorities in terms of how we go about doing this. In some cases, we may have fans, but limited fans or no fans at all. But until a final decision is made, we just have to continue to have conversations with the persons charged with running the health affairs of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Thank you so much, Jamia.
Thank you very much.
All the best. Well, that's our package for this evening and indeed for the week. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you are not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night and a great weekend.